There's something I want to talk to you about, and if you follow my Instagram stories, then you've probably heard me talk about this a little bit, but I want to get a little bit more in depth now. So there's a thing that happens online that I feel really kind of can interfere with our lives, and not in a good way. The thing that happens online is that we're constantly surrounded by all of these gorgeous images, and everything looks so pretty, and I mean, that's great. We all love pretty things, right? But this can also be a really bad thing. And the reason for that is, the more you see it and the more we're bombarded with these gorgeous pictures, the more we start to have this little voice in the back of our head that's kind of nagging us. And oftentimes we don't even realize what's happening. It's usually quite subconscious. But we start getting this little voice in the back of our head telling us that all that perfection that you see, all those Pinterest perfect images are real, and that those are the standard that we should all be living up to. And all of a sudden, we're all starting to feel less than, and we're all starting to feel like we can never live up to that standard, obviously, because it's unrealistic. And that is the perfection perception. It's this perception that all of that is real. So the reason this is a problem is because the more we start to see all of these not real things as something we need to work towards, the more overwhelmed we can get with the idea of actually trying to accomplish all that. And I get it. I mean, we all live really busy lives, right? I feel like I'm the epitome of the hot mess mom, okay? I can barely get it together. My house is always a mess. My kids are like one step away from burning down the house at any point, any given day of the week. And like after a long day, it's exhausting. And it sucks to have to live up to that, right? And I feel like, to get more specific, when it comes to things with food, like cooking dinner, you can kind of get in this mindset that if you're not cooking a beautiful, perfect, home-cooked meal every single night, that you're failing your family in some way, and you get so overwhelmed by it that you end up doing nothing. And that sucks, First and foremost, that stuff is not real. Sure, it's great when you have the time to make a big fancy meal, but the reality is we're all busy and none of us are perfect. And 95% of what you see on social media is not real. Yes, I did the clap. I'm not taking it back. It's not real, guys. So what I'm trying to tell you is you need to get rid of that perfection perception, okay? It doesn't have to be a situation where, you're having to cook this perfect meal every single night. It's okay if you don't. I want you to shift your mindset and instead focus on doing the little things. Focus on small victories. Maybe that's cooking one meal per week. That's great. If you do that, pat yourself on the back. You're a rock star. And that's all I got to say about that for now.